Dockwise Vanguard is a semi-submersible heavy-lift ship owned and operated by Dockwise B.V. The Vanguard is the largest vessel of its type ever built, and is able to carry cargoes up to 110,000 tons. The Vanguard was designed to move offshore oil and gas facilities, but can also carry other ships and act as an offshore dry dock facility. As offshore oil and gas facilities have grown in size, Dockwise saw a market for a ship that could carry the largest floating oil rigs to their destinations, reducing time and costs of transportation and allowing rigs to be built economically in a shipyard. In conjunction with Finland-based Deltamarin, they designed a ship called the Type O heavy lift vessel, later renamed Dockwise Vanguard following an in-house competition won by Gerry Sarlis and Van Ginkel. In 2014, Dockwise started a feasibility study into a larger successor to the Vanguard. Design: the Vanguard has a flat bow-less deck measuring 70 by 275 meters, allowing cargo longer and wider than the deck. Her deck is 70% larger than the MV Blue Marlin, the second largest heavy-lift ship. The bridge and living area superstructure is situated at the far starboard side, and the deck contains 4 movable buoyancy casings. The watertight deck allows water to flow over the deck without risking the ship. The Vanguard is semi-submersible, allowing her to lift ships or rigs out of the water, and to place them into water. When her ballast tanks are flooded, her deck lies up to 16 meters below the surface, allowing her to handle deep draft cargoes. Loads can then be floated above her, and her ballast tanks emptied, allowing her to lift and transport cargoes up to 110,000 tons, 50% more than the Blue Marlin. She can also be loaded from a dock side, and large cargoes loaded by skidding them on tracks. The Vanguard can accommodate a crew of 40, and on her maiden voyage will be captained by Oleg Mariasov. Cargoes: the first cargo of the Vanguard was the Chevron Corporation's Jack St. Malo oil platform from Samsung Heavy Industries in South Korea to the Gulf of Mexico. At 53,000 tons, Jack St. Malo is the biggest semi-submersible floating oil platform ever built, and was loaded in February 2013. The journey was expected to take just under 2 months. The Vanguard has orders for 2 more deliveries, the Goliath FPSO later in 2013, and the Aster Hanstein Spar platform in 2015, both being built by Hyundai Heavy Industries. At 193 am long, the Aster Hanstein platform will be the largest floating spar platform produced. The Vanguard is able to offer an offshore dry dock facility, allowing ships and floating oil rigs to be raised out of the water for inspection or maintenance without a break in production. This will save operators a huge amount of money compared with towing the rigs back to dock, taking them out of service for months. In the summer of 2013, the Vanguard was used as dry dock for the FPSO Noble Paul Romano in the Grand Harbour of Valletta and just off the coast of Malta, as there were not any local dry docks big enough for the rig. Costa Concordia. It has been suggested to use Vanguard to move Costa Concordia from Isola del Giglio to a salvage yard on the Italian mainland for breaking. In October 2013, Costa Crociere announced a $30 million option with Royal Boskalis Westminster to use the Vanguard. However, the Concordia was instead refloated and towed to Genoa in July 2014. Awards: the Royal Association of Dutch Shipowners Unregistered Trademark 2011 KVNR Shipping Award. Offshore Technology Conference 2012 Spotlight on New Technology Award. Gallery. References. External links, official website. An animation of the ship on YouTube.